She didn't plan to run a restaurant. She was happy staying in the background until one day her father passes away. The family broke apart and everything her father built was at the risk of falling apart too. But what she did next, it changed everything. Not just for Karachi Darbar, but for what women in leadership could mean, especially in this part of the world. She's a leader, she's a fighter, and she's a winner. And this is the story of Fatima Jabeen. So Fatima ji, congratulations on bagging that award, the International Women's Award. And I think this is not the first time, right? I think you've got the Fatima Gina Award, right?
Yeah.
I think 2 years back.
Yeah.
Tell me, how do you feel about it?
It's a great accomplishment. By the way, thank you for inviting, Lindsay. And yes, it's a great achievement in itself. It feels good to have a Women's Award and on Women's Day. And the Fatima Jina Award itself is a prestigious award, I think, because Fatima Jina herself has been the pillar of strength for her brother, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the leader of Pakistan. So getting an award as Fatima Jinnah Award is very prestigious. It shows that, the strength of a female and standing by and supporting the nation and the leader of the nation. So yes.
What went through your mind at the time you received this award on the Women's Day itself?
First of all, I was not expecting. I was not really expecting, but and when I was nominated for this award, and when I was chosen for this award, I asked the people, like, why do you think I am, you think that I should receive this Women's Award? And they told me no, because what they have known about me from the media or from the people, and the work they have seen of mine. So that made them to decide to give me this award. So I was happy about it.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit surprised that, okay, maybe I don't know myself much as how I have been known in the, in the market.
That's amazing.
Yeah, in the business world. Because this latest Women's Award was not locally from Dubai. It's the West Group. They are the event management from UK. So they have been organizing these events in all the places. And when they chose Dubai, so they chose for the entrepreneur and women's award for me.
Yeah.
So it's a really
feels good, right?
Yeah. It's an awesome feeling.
Yeah.
That's people from UK are recognizing you for your work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is really an international feeling altogether, right?
Yes.
So who did you call? And I mean, when you heard about this news, who did you call first?
Frankly speaking, I had nobody to call. And because it really happened very, I had no idea that I was being given this award the same day. Right. And it suddenly happened. And then because my family is not here, my husband, my kids are not here. They're staying in Canada.
Okay.
And at that moment, when I had only 4 hours to get ready and reach the venue, so the only person came into my mind was my friend Shima. Oh. So I called her, and she was ready for me as usual. And every time she's always there for me whenever I ask her. So she was like, yes, let's go. And just got ready in like 2-3 hours, and we had to reach the venue.
She's more like your backbone, is it?
Yes, she has. We both have been friends since 18 years now.
Right.
And she's seen my ups and downs, and she's been there for me. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Fatima, tell me, what does this award mean to you other than the title?
See, it's a recognition for women itself. And I think in this manly world, there should be these kind of awards, recognition, anything which can uplift the female and their work, which is not easily recognized by the people around us.
Exactly. Yeah.
And when these kind of events happen, and that boost which gives to the females, or as International Women Award or any other entrepreneur award for females, which is specifically and exclusively for females, it really gives us better to do better and to see our worth. That, oh yes, I am being, I have done something, which is not actually told by people around you, or maybe praised by people around you. And yeah, fine, you're not even sitting and waiting for them to praise you. But then, yes, when something like this happen as International Women Award or Jinnah Award, you see your worth. You feel the happiness of your work done and being recognized.
Correct.
And you get the motivation to do more and more better.
Right.
Yeah. And then that is one big thing, that time you really don't care of people around you, that who praises you or who criticizes you. You know that your work is talking.
Correct.
Yeah. And you are doing something good, which is being seen by people. So that time you just stop caring about people.
I know. I think you become more confident.
Yeah.
And I think the world
Yes.
sees you,
Yes.
recognizes you, and I guess there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, growing up here, Karachi Darbar is more like an emotion. Because if there's a weekend, if there's a family get together, it's a mood setting by Karachi Darbar. I mean, I can say that it's not a meal, it's a lot of extra.
Memories.
Yeah, it's something else. Take me back to the day when you entered this journey as an entrepreneur.
Okay, so when I entered, Karachi Darbar was because my father, when he passed in 2016, and I entered Karachi Darbar in 2019.
Okay.
So it was like after...
Just before COVID.
Yes, just before COVID.
Okay.
So that's another story, big story. Anyway, so when I entered, it was already too much of problems which was faced by Karachi Darbar due to the passing of my father. After him passing, he passed away, and then the 2-3 years, Karachi Darbar really suffered.
Where were you at the time?
I was in Canada. Actually,
you were in Canada.
Yes. When my father was alive, that time I moved to Canada. Actually, he was the one to send me to Canada.
Okay.
He was the one to send me to Canada because he wanted me and my kids especially, to have better future.
Right.
For their education and to have a settled life.
At what age did you move to Canada?
I was 30s, in my 30s.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I moved in my 30s. And then I moved, and then a month back, my father passed away.
Oh.
So I had to come back for his funeral and all. And after that, I again went back. Because my brother was taking care of Karachi Darbar.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother was taking care of Karachi Darbar. So me or my sisters or my mother had no, anything doing practically with Karachi Darbar. So we were the partners. We are the partners. So, but the taken care was done by my dad and my brother. But after his death, so the things went a little bitter. And my brother decided to move from Karachi Darbar. So that decision of his made me, step and take the, all this responsibility.
Why you?
Being the eldest daughter. And I was brought up in a way to take take responsibilities from my childhood.
Right.
Yeah. And me being the eldest sister, eldest daughter, so I will always take care of my little sisters because my my second sister, who is after my brother, she's 6 years younger to me. And the other one is 7 years younger to me. The third one is 8 years younger to me. And the last one is 11 years younger to me.
Wow, there's a lot of age gap.
Yeah,
right?
so a lot of age gap. Yes. So it's like, we are six brothers, one brother and 5 sisters. So I'm the eldest, and I had been, brought up by my father and my mother in a way that break hoga, so you have to khana, but apne sisters ko pehle khilana hai school mein.
Right.
So during break time, I will first feed them, and then I'll have my break. And if there is a school fees coming up, my father will give me the cash to submitted. So there were, from the childhood, I was, maybe my brought up was that my mind was that, and I just couldn't take anything if something will happen to my sisters.
Correct, yeah. And what happened when you entered?
When I entered, it was not very good going in Karachi Darbar. And then, actually, I never wanted to enter. It was because of my mother. It was because of my mother, because I never ever had a slight even thought of an idea that, I will come to Karachi Darbar by leaving my kids back in Canada.
You were blank.
Never ever I thought, because for me, my first priority were my kids.
Correct.
They still are, but that time I would have not done anything like that to leave my kids and come here. It really happened in a way that I myself can't understand in these 6 years that what has happened in those years. Because when my brother left, and then the business was not getting handled by my younger sister, because she herself has her own restaurant. So she had to manage her own restaurant, and then she was sitting here in Karachi Darbar. So that's how she told me that it was getting difficult for her to manage. So she asked me to come and help her out. So I did not agree. My mother started calling me that you are the eldest and you have to see, and your brother has left, your father is dead, and now you should be stepping in and you should be seeing, because your sister herself cannot take care of all these things. So I told her, I said, it's not possible, because I have 4 kids back in Canada, and how do you think? So she requested me just one thing. She said, I just request you to come over here and have a look at the business. And then you decide for yourself, what do you want to do? I'm not forcing you for anything. Okay. I said, okay. She requested me. And then I went to my husband and I told him all this situation. So thankfully, he supported me on this. He said, okay, you take the little one with you, who was 3 years old at that time.
My God.
Now he'll be turning 10, mashallah, after 6 years. So I took him and I came here and I took a 3-month visa. My flight back was, I still remember the date. My flight back to Canada was of 11th January 2019. I came here in 2018, October. So it was a 3-month visa. And I said, okay, I'll have a look and then I'll go back. After coming here, having a look at Karachi Darbar, I couldn't see the same Karachi Darbar which my father left. That vibe, that energy,
right,
and the food, the taste, something was going very wrong. But me being a homemaker for those 20 years, I got married in 2001. And never entering in the life of business. And because our family, the Pakistan, India family, most of them, they're like very conservative kind of. So my father, he was kind of, his mindset was that, okay, pad liya, 10th ho gaya, now get married. Okay. Enough. Okay. You know what is plus, minus, multiplication, division, that is enough. But it was me who really wanted to do the degree. And I, with my own, I stood up for myself at that time and I said, Dad, I won't be getting married unless and until I get my degree. And Second was driving license. I just wanted to feel independent. And my father, and when I kept this, condition, he had to agree because he wanted me to get married.
Right. Only after you get a degree, you will be allowed to get
I
married.
put a condition. I said, if you want me to get married, I have to get a degree. Before getting a degree or a driving license, I won't be getting married. Okay, so that was the time when he said yes. But then he again kept a condition on me, saying, okay, but the degree which you will be doing will be according to what I say. I said, okay. I wanted to become a doctor. That changed. I wanted to become a fashion designer. That changed. Then I wanted to become a I wanted to do the travel agency course. That changed because of my dad. He said, fashion designing, usme kya hai? You bring this sewing machine and you start and then you can do the fashion designing. Business, I said, okay, Dad, I want to do business management. Business kya hai? Mujhe dekho, main kaun sa padha likha hu? I never studied. And you see, now I'm a millionaire.
Right.
Why do you need to study business, to do a business?
Right.
He had answer for everything. So I said, okay, I have to study because I wanted to, just spend those years without getting married.
Right. Yeah, I know.
I was just, holding on to my age because that time I was 17, 18 and he wanted to get me married. I was like, okay, at least 4 years will pass on. So he said, okay, I've talked to people and people are recommending that nowadays, computer science is very in because this was like 1996 when I finished my O-levels from Cambridge High. I finished my O-levels and then 1996, I was thinking that, if my father agree for some of these, I will enter into my choice of field, but no. So he recommended computer science. I was damn scared of computers.
I think it was evolving at that point of time.
It was evolving. And then he put me into computer science for 4 years. I was like, this is a challenge, man. And if I don't, and he's like, if you don't want to do this, then you better get married.
Very wise.
Then he took me to the institute and, and he said, okay, you finish this. So I completed 4 years of my bachelor's degree in computer science with distinction.
Wow.
Which I still can't believe.
But you did it.
Yes, I did it. Because, for me, the most mattered thing was that my father had put money on me. It is his hard-earned money, which he has trusted, and he is investing on me because of my request. Yeah. So that was the thing which I went like, whether I like this subject or not, whether I'm into it or not, I have to do it because I can't waste his money. And in the end, what? I'll get a degree, right? Okay, fine. I will have something for myself. So I did it and I very well did it as, I finished in distinction, mashallah. So that was the thing. Yeah, where were we?
Fatima, I see you as a very ambitious woman right from the start itself.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Oh, yes.
I mean, unknowingly, it sort of proved right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Growing up, what did you feel about Karachi Darbar growing up?
Frankly speaking, in our family, my father never involved me or my sisters in Karachi Darbar. My father always had all the hopes from my brother. He's the only son and only brother. So he wanted his legacy, his business to be run by his son. And after that, by his sons. He never got the daughters into this. The mentality of our family, of my father's and mother's family back in Pakistan or in Dubai, we don't let females to go for jobs. It's a big no.
Right.
How can you? Why should you?
Yeah.
We are here. Your husband should be doing it.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But But nowadays, if the husband is not doing, or the brother is not doing, or the father is not doing for you, then who is going to do it?
Right. But growing up, what was your feeling towards the Karachi Darbar? Because everybody knew Karachi Darbar. And there's so many branches. And I think it was one place where people will always remember for kebabs and biryanis. Like I said, it had become an emotion, or it was a part of the get-togethers. Looking at it, what did you think about Karachi Darbar growing up?
I used to look at Karachi Darbar only when we had some new inaugurations. So our father used to take us only for inaugurations. And we used to visit some of the branch because my father had to go on rounds for those branches. So he will make us sit in a place, on a table, in an area, and then he will go and do his work, and we'll have some food and we'll come back.
Speaking of which, when you had to put your foot down in Karachi Darbar, 21 branches, 600 male staff, how did you discover your voice?
Very difficult. Actually, again, it was maybe my personality is that if you give me a challenge, and I'm like, okay, fine. Now I have to show it. When you tell me that I can't do this, then I will do it. If it's really worth it. So that same thing happened to me when I came here in 2018 October with my kid, small one, and when I had a look and all, and I went back to my mom. I said, it's not doing good, and if it's the same situation, I don't think it will go far off till this year. And so she said, okay, then you do it right then. I said, how can I? She said,
was your brother at that point in the picture?
No, he has already left.
He already left. Okay.
He already left. My sister was, younger one was doing it.
Yes.
So I went back to her and I said, let us do it together. But she had some other plans. And it didn't work out together.
Right.
So I had to step in.
Right.
And
what was the first thing you changed?
See, there was no room for changing. There was room for improving. There were many things like our licenses, visas, and many things got affected after my dad passed away because of the inheritance cases which happens after somebody passes away as being a Muslim and in a Muslim country as UAE. So there are automatically the Sharia happens. Sharia cases happens. So because of those things, and if there is no clashes, it will happen smoothly. But then if there are some clashes between the things, between the people, and then the effect happens on the other, your properties or your businesses. Right. So that's what happened to Karachi Darbar, which really badly got affected.
Yeah.
So what I did was, I had no idea what to do. First of all, I had no clue.
Started from blank, or I would say started from zero.
Zero. Maybe you can say negative. Negative. Why? Because I came as a homemaker, means I was a homemaker. I had no job of a restaurant, or I never worked in a field of a restaurant industry or a hospitality industry. I had no guidance from my father, like what my sisters and what my brother got. My brother got his guidance since when he was 15 years old. And other two sisters of mine who has their own restaurants, they have been guided by my father how to run the business and all. And I was the one, when I stepped in, there was nobody. Not even my father, my brother, no one. So I took it as a challenge, great big challenge, and I took it like step by step. I worked out, I planned which are the major problems, what are the problems, and how, and which problems need to be solved first. So I started with the licenses, I started with the visas, which were actually affecting the company and the staff, employees. So first I managed and tried to finish that off. So I did that the whole 2019 without any guidance. Okay. And yes, the staff was already there, the previous, who were working with my dad. So I got to know from them, these are the problems. And then we sat together, we tried to find a solution. And then, alhamdulillah, the solution worked.
How do you remember those days now?
Oh, it was great achievement. It was because it looked impossible. It looked impossible, but it was all God grace. He actually really held my hand, I really thank him for that.
Was your brother involved?
No, not at all.
Are you angry with him?
Sorry?
Were you angry with him?
Angry, upset. Because dad was, had all the hopes with him. So I wanted him to fulfill that hope for him, right. Not for us.
Right.
Not for us, not for me, not for anybody, but for dad. Whatever he expected from his son and whatever he did for him. And, in a way, he never thought the daughters to be, come into the business because he was relying all on his son. He was the only pillar for him. And then he should have, fulfilled it. That right. was the upsetting point for me.
Yeah.
Angry, I don't know. Yes.
Probably. You're the elder sister. You have all the rights to get angry with the siblings.
Yeah.
Tell me something. You fought to carry out the legacy of your dad. What was the hardest decision you took? Or what was the toughest fight you had to carry out the legacy? Because what I think at the point that you entered, it was slowly crumbling down.
Yes.
I would say.
Yeah.
And it was, Karachi Darbar was not built overnight.
Yes.
There was a lot of hard work.
Yes.
There was a lot of sweat from your dad, right?
Yes.
To maintain that, coming from absolutely no, I wouldn't say business background because you grew up watching your dad, but with no experience of business.
Yeah.
What was the hardest decision? So I'm sure the first year taught you a lot.
Yes.
Tell me more about it.
Hardest decision as a female was to leave my kids back home. That was the first challenge of my life and the first biggest difficult decision of my life. Because unless and until I wouldn't have, cope up with that factor, I couldn't have, managed this business. So for me, first I had to, agree and make myself approved that, okay, for some time, I have to be here without my family, without my kids. That was a big decision, but okay. The thing was bottom, Skype, thank God, So right. Every day we talk and look at each other. So it was a relieving factor. And every summer holidays, they come here to meet me. So again, it was a little bit of, happiness. Yeah. Yeah. In the business, there were many challenges. And, when you do not have the experience, when you do not have to teach you, and then when you start a business from zero, you know about it because it's your baby.
Right.
It's your baby. You gave it birth and then you know how to bring it up.
Revive it.
Yes. But when you take the already old kids and that to the kids who are already gone crazy and then to bring them and try to mold them according to what is right.
Right.
And what should be done. That is a very difficult task. This is what happened with me because the employees, the staff, who were all men, and with my dad, they were working since 15, 20 years. They had a specific kind of approach towards the business and the work. And when COVID happened, the whole restaurant industry and the concept of restaurant industry totally changed. Nobody had the idea of Talabat and Kareem and Deliveroo before COVID, right?
Right.
Nobody was using those online orders, online things. Those platforms, when it was there, it was there, but it was not getting used that much. People will go out and eat. That was the main thing. But when COVID happened and people started sitting at home for one whole year and eating at home, ordering, that became, then people realized that it is so easy. Why do we need to go find the parking and give the parking ka paisa and then find a seat? It's so good, convenient. Sofa pe baitho, movie dekho aur khana manga lo.
Right.
So everything changed after COVID, but the staff was not changing. I had to really work hard with them, and still I am, because I didn't want them to leave, because they being, working with us for such a long time, part of the company. I had to manage the old and the new, because many of the staff also left during COVID, so I had to hire new people. So when the new generation is coming, or the new people are coming, and then they are trying to mingle with the old ones, they have their mindset. The new ones have my mindset.
600 staff is not a joke.
Yeah, it's not. And that too men.
A woman coming into a male-dominated industry.
Yes. If I wouldn't have been the daughter of my father, Haji Muhammad Farooq, I would have gone long time back.